Can I give you a disclaimer?
18 years ago. What disclaimer? I ain't creeping.
Listen, if you creep on me, I'm taking everything, including your clothes.
I'm a mom. That don't happen like that.
All right, go now.
Hey guys, welcome to the Family Mess. I'm Noah, and have a nice day.
I love the Family Mess. Oh.
Mess, family mess. Welcome to another episode of Ian and Nat. Natalie, are you paying attention?
I'm here, Ian.
Talk normal. What do you mean? You sound like a robot. Well, how was your weekend? Today's Thursday. Today's Wednesday. How was your week so far? How are you doing? Tell the audience. You gotta.
My week.
Don't make that face. Just go.
Because you tell the audience.
Yes, just go.
My week's been pretty good. It's been very hectic because I had that class all weekend, and I've had to now play catch up with all the stuff that I haven't done. And I took Monday and Tuesday off of work, so it's been a rough week, but I've survived. I feel like Gloria Gaynor, and I survived. Is that who sings I Survived?
Gloria Gaynor?
Ain't she singing I Survived? Who sings I Survived?
Who the hell? Why don't you look it up on the computer? Gloria Gaynor. Are you sure you're naming the right person? Because oftentimes you forget who the hell you're even talking about when it comes to people that sing songs.
I know who sings songs.
You think you know music, but you really don't.
Stop hating. Anyway, I've had a good week so far, and I'm looking forward to my weekend away from my family and my children so I can relax.
Yes. We're supposed to be taking a couple days vacation to ourselves away from our kids and away from the hustle and bustle of life. As you all know, I decided to do this podcast to try to make a difference in your lives as it comes to your life choices. Natalie and I have made choices over the years, and some of them have been good, some of them have been bad. But, in the end, we've learned from our decisions, and we hope by our conversations that we have that you're able to take something from it to find a purpose in your life. So I was in class yesterday, and I just wanted to bring up something real quick before we get into the topic today. But I was in class yesterday, and I noticed there was a lady sitting in the back because I was late. So I said, man, I'm going to sit in the back. I don't want to get noticed too much. So I sat down, and guess what happened when I sat down? Can you guess? Because
I don't know what happened, Ian.
You do this all the time.
What happened, Ian?
So I sit down next to her, and I hear this. Her stomach started growling like a dog. I didn't even know what to do. And that's when I started texting you because her stomach was growling. I think she was nervous. Remember? That's what I texted you.
I'm nervous too sitting next to you.
What do you mean nervous sitting next to me? What do you think I'm going to hurt her? Oh, big black guy, I'm going to hurt her? I don't know. I don't even know who she was. No, her stomach was growling for at least 20 minutes. And I think I saw her looking over at me one time, I think.
She giving you the eye?
I refused to look. I did not look in her face.
Was she giving you the eye?
I did not even want to look over to see that she knew that I knew her stomach was growling. So I was like, I'm going to just go ahead and... I stared straight. I refused to look over at her face because I didn't want her to be embarrassed thinking, I know your stomach's growling and I'm not going to look. But I have a little problem with that. I don't think women should make noises with their bodies. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't, because everybody makes noises with their body.
Is it bad for me to judge that she was fine? I mean, good looking, and her stomach was making noises, and I judged her differently when I heard them?
Even if she looks good, she's still a person. Or if she's busted, she's still a person. Yes, that's wrong.
Do you think all men think like me?
Of course they do.
I hope that doesn't make me a bad person, but whatever. But I find that I try not to judge people too much, but, since I'm married to you, I try not to judge you too much either. Especially with your friend. But today's topic I wanted to talk to everybody about was something my wife said to me about a week ago when we were talking in the kitchen. And I still have been thinking about this, and I did not know how to approach it. So we're going to talk about it today. Natalie, you said in a conversation, if we divorce, do I get half? And then you said, if you creep, I'm taking all the money.
That's right. I've said that from day one since we dated. I've told you that.
Now, what you're saying is my hard-earned money that I've made up to this point, hard-earned money, because I'm the saver in this relationship. I'm the saver. You're the spender. So you're saying that, and I'm not going to say I'm going to cheat because I ain't going to cheat. So you take all the money? What would you leave me with?
Your car.
My
That's
car.
where you would have to live.
What car?
You wouldn't have nothing left. I'd take it all.
What do you mean you take it all? All the money you saw? It's not like we have a lot of money.
Doesn't matter. I told you from day one, if you decided that if you were going to creep, then you would need to make the decision that you don't want to be with me and then tell me up front. If you were to tell me up front before you go creeping around, possibly catching diseases and bringing them home, then I would split 50-50 and we go about our business. But if you creep and I catch you creeping, I'm taking it because that's intentional. That's just deliberate. That's just lying to my face because you can't creep without lying. That's just lying to my face. So at that point, yes, I'm taking it all. You be living in the car. You can visit the kids at the house.
Would you take the kids too?
No, if you want to take them and live in the car, that's all good.
No.
You and them can hang out in the car during your visitation.
What the hell is it?
That way I need a break. Wait. I need a break. I'll need a break so you can hang out with them in the car.
Wait a second. So you're telling me that...
We got an SUV. You can have the SUV.
Listen, so it sounds like I get screwed either way. So you're telling me if you want to
get screwed, I'm going to screw you too.
So that is not funny. I'm not laughing right now. So what you're telling me is if I ask you, hey, Natalie, I'm going to creep on you. I'm just letting you know I'm about to do it. Or
no, you can't tell me you're going to creep. I'm saying you would be man enough to say, I want a divorce before you go starting some new relationship.
But you didn't word it that way when you just said that.
I told you that from day one. I gave you the disclaimer.
Can I give you a disclaimer?
18 years ago. What disclaimer? I ain't creeping.
Listen, if you creep on me, I'm taking everything, including your clothes.
I'm a mom. That don't happen like that.
Well, I'm trying. I'm just saying that I think I feel for a lot of men out there that when they get divorces, they don't get anything either. But I also don't think that a lot of men, it's right that they, maybe cheat on their wives. But besides that, why do you think people cheat in general? I mean, there are choices in life. I mean, like for instance, there was a stint when you and me were fighting, and when I was going to school in Tallahassee, remember? And you moved down here. Remember?
That's right.
Remember what's his name? I almost
went creeping.
Yeah. What was his name again?
I don't know.
Who were you talking to on the phone?
I don't even remember his name. I forgot his name.
I wish I could remember his name.
It was a little white boy.
White boy?
His name.
What that? And you always talk about me liking white girls, and you have this little white boy you're talking to on the phone?
He's the exception. He was the only one. I think, what was it? I forgot his name.
Was he Italian?
No, he wasn't Italian.
He was just the plain white boy?
He was just a little skinny little dude. He was short, though.
Whoa. Back here.
But he was nice.
Wait a second. I didn't know this guy was white.
What's that got to do with anything?
It doesn't matter, but I didn't know. I thought it was a black guy.
He had the fever for the flavor. What can I say?
Fever? What the hell? This is kind of shocking. I didn't know. I guess...
I forgot his name. Was it Jay? I don't remember his name.
I don't even know what to think about that.
It's been too many years now. Maybe it was Jay.
So my question is, for the audience to know, about their purpose in life. So what happened if I never did make a decision to move back down to Florida and, to try to work things out with you? Would you have started dating this guy?
I don't know if I would have dated him seriously, but I would have been dating somebody.
Because we weren't married yet, so there's no ring on nobody's finger, so we just could have left.
That's right.
How do you think we would end up if we married different people? Do you think we'd be happier?
I don't know. What the hell do I know?
I'm not going to
maybe because I don't have you bothering me.
Oh, damn. I was going to say the same thing. Well, I can't say that I don't know how life would have turned out, but all I know is that I think it's easier usually to work on your relationship. But it's hard, man, especially when you got kids, and especially our kids that keep bothering us and don't know when to leave us alone, and they be blocking all the time. You know what I'm saying?
People creep because they don't know how to communicate. That's why they creep.
Well,
they got a problem and they can't talk about it, so they just find other ways to deal with the problem.
Well, I think when it comes to men, I think men just get caught up because men like attention. Well, women like attention too, but men like attention. It makes them feel good. You know what I'm saying? So as a guy, I think you have to be very careful when you are married that the women that you talk to, you got to keep that line, don't cross it. Because I think for men, it's very easy to fall for the seductive talks. Just a woman that wants to be friends. I don't believe women and men can be friends. Do you?
Yes, they can.
You really think?
That's crazy.
Wait.
Guy friends I have, that there's
listen.
Even if there was ever something, there's never been anything since.
I'm gonna break the guy code right now, and most of the guys I know are probably gonna kill me. But listen.
Well, I know every guy has a friend who's a girl with the intention of screwing her. That's just facts. Everybody knows that.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say.
But it doesn't mean you can't be friends. It doesn't mean you don't cross that line.
But you're not friends. You're not. Listen.
You are friends because you don't cross that line. You're friends until you cross the line. Then you're not friends.
But you're crazy because if you're a guy and you're attracted to women, you can't really have a guy as your friend.
Why can't I have a guy as my friend?
I mean, he can be an acquaintance there, but he's not your friend because he wants to sleep with you.
Yeah, but over time, that's just your initial meeting of somebody. That's just crazy. When you first, you know how many guy friends I have I thought they were cute at first, but then I got to know them, then the attraction part was gone. And then
for you it was gone. For you it was gone, but for the guy, it's always there.
They
always
probably
a chance.
didn't think so either.
That's what they're there for.
Ain't no.
Listen.
But it's still your friend though, unless you cross that line.
I was never friends with, I never had ugly girls as friends when I was in college. Call me shallow, but most guys I know and I talk to, what the hell are you looking at on the phone? What?
Keep talking. Why you?
Most guys I talk to when they're friends with women, they're friends, but they're, like I said, if a guy's attracted to a woman or a girl, they like something about them, whether it's their hair, or their body, their personality, something they're attracted to with that person. I don't mean it has to be totally sexual. It could be an emotional thing, but there's something that's attracted to the guy.
Well, that's just in general. Even if you're just a platonic, even if a girl meets a girl and it's platonic, there's something about that person that you like that you want to get to know them better. That's just facts. That's just normal.
But there's an attraction there, and attraction can lead to more attraction.
Okay, it's called self-control.
Like, I like fat girls now.
It's called self-control.
I don't mean it that way, but I'm just saying the person. I used to be very shallow when I was younger. And I found out that a lot of women that are bigger are nicer than women that are skinnier. Because a lot of skinny women are, so, that's just plain fact. I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying.
Maybe they're a little shallow at times.
Who, the big girls?
Skinny girls.
You could be right, but that's just what I think. But like I said, I don't think guys and girls can truly be friends in a relationship.
Well, that's you. I'm gonna let you stick with that, and I'm gonna stick with my friends because I have guy friends. I have friends I still talk to on a somewhat regular basis that are guys, and then there's no funny stuff in my conversation. Well, I would give you my phone and let you read our conversations because there'd be nothing there because it's platonic. There's nothing there.
Well, of course, I'll give you my phone too, so I don't have no problem.
That's what I'm saying. So guys
nothing.
and girls can be friends without having sex, without it being anything more.
Okay, how about this? A guy wants to have sex with a woman. They might not do it, but they might. Like, for instance.
It doesn't matter what you think. It's matter what you do. You can think things all day.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I know this guy, him and his best friend, he has a girl best friend, and they've been friends for years. And they had said years ago if they didn't have kids by a certain age, they'd have a kid together. They had a kid, but they went to the semination place and got the.
They didn't do it?
No, they did not have sex. They just went to the place and she got inseminated.
Listen, I ain't wasting my time.
And they're friends, and they expect that they want to keep their friendship friendly. If I had a friend that's a girl and she looks good and tears, I'm like, hey, we're doing this the whole we're not going to no damn clinic to get no insemination. That's you.
That's a waste of time.
Look at their friend as a friend without sexualizing them, and they can be friends.
That's a waste of damn.
Just because you got issues, that don't mean everybody got issues.
Listen, that's a waste of time. A guy's going to be eventually attracted to a girl and want to sleep with her.
But over time, that goes away if you're just friends.
No, that's impossible.
You can get to know somebody and not want to do that with them anymore.
God.
At first you can, but over time you might not want to. Or you may want to, but you never act on it because you know it's just not a good thing. So you actually are friends.
Am I the
Until
only?
you act, yes, you're the
Am I the only guy that thinks like that
You're
right
the only
now?
immature dude who can't handle a friendship with a female.
I'm not saying I can't.
Wait a minute, you got female friends.
That's what I'm saying. But I have friends, but doesn't mean that.
So okay, so all your female friends, you wanna hook up with every single one of them.
Well,
See, you can be friends with some because you don't want to sleep with them.
Well.
It's not everybody you want to sleep with. It just don't work that. It doesn't work that way.
I'm just saying from overall men in general. I'm just saying if the girl looks good, they want to see. For instance, let's just.
Well, no, but that is fact. That is fact. But still can be friends.
Okay, here's an example I have. Let's say there is a new girl at my job. Let's just say, for example, and she's in college, and she looks real good. And all the old men are talking to her, right? They don't want to be her friend. You see what I'm saying? They shouldn't even be talking to her. Agreed?
Why can't they talk to her? They at work.
No, but they're talking to her. They're just making conversations with her. Why are they talking to her like that?
Because they dirty old men. That's why.
That's what I mean. So there's no friendship there with a female. That's what I'm trying to say.
But there's no
if
friendship.
It's an older lady
developed.
that, raggedy and stuff like that's a different story. You can talk to her all day because you know you're not going to sleep with her. You know what I'm saying? So you talk to... For instance, most guys know I'm right when I say this. Most guys are friends with uglier girls because they know they don't want nothing with them, so it's easy for them to talk to them because there's no attraction there. Unless you're just a dog and you sleep with anything. But other than that, if there's a girl that's not too hot, you're going to talk to her. But if the girl has any sense of pride and she looks good or whatever, the guy's going to be trying to talk to her to hook up. That's just in general. I don't necessarily agree with it. I'm just saying this is how men work because of the testosterone stuff.
Well, yeah, maybe so.
Stuff. But I don't know. That's just my views on it. But I just think men are just built differently than women.
It's a shame that you can't even give your own the benefit of the doubt.
What do you mean my own benefit of the doubt?
You can't look at a man and give the men the benefit of the doubt that they're not being shiesty.
Oh, the men are being shiesty. What benefit am I supposed to give them when they're... What benefit of the doubt? The reason I'm married to you is because I want to be married to you, right? I make a choice every day to be married to you, to kiss your beautiful lips, to hug you. I make that choice, right? At any time I could be like, I don't want to be married no more, and I'm going to leave, right? It's a choice. Married couples make a choice to stay married, right? It's something you have to work on, right?
Yes, it is always a choice.
So, men, I think with all the divorces going on and people divorcing, especially in this country, I think communication is important, but I think also people need to be true to themselves and what they want. If you don't really want the person you're with, you got to tell them and move on, Don't stay for the kids, Don't stay because you may be afraid of what other people may think or say. Just, you got to do what makes you happy. Like that show we're watching on TV where the guy left his wife that was pregnant. Jericho.
Oh, yes, for the other lady.
But sometimes men just leave their husbands for lust and not real love.
I mean, their wives.
Because on the show, he goes back to the wife and the wife has the baby and he's supporting her as she's delivering the baby and she ends up dying.
The wife died? I thought the baby died.
Oh, damn. I gave it away. You said you were going to watch it anyway because it's only 2 seasons.
Well, I stopped after that. See, after that part, I stopped watching.
You got mad as hell and cursed out the TV. But, I think the decision to stay married or divorced, I think it's up to the individual. Men are going to be men forever. I think if they find somebody they love, work to keep the marriage together, relationship. But I think it's very difficult, especially with the fact that men are just built differently than women. That's just my view, because I'm a man. And look how long we've been married. Yeah, and look how hard it's been.
You a whack job man, crazy views. That's okay. I still care about you.
I am deeply insulted.
Regardless of your flaws.
Listen, flaws.
Shallowness.
Listen, I am not as shallow as I used to be when I was younger. I used to be very shallow when I was younger. I think I've grown up a little bit since then. I can appreciate people for who they are now. I don't, shoot, if let's say you were to die, right, in an accident or something, and I started dating again, I'd date an older woman. I think 60s, right? Right?
Are you looking for a sugar mama after I'm gone? Figures.
I wonder, as long as her booty looks good. You know what I'm saying?
Someone to take care of you and leave you her wealth.
I'm just saying, I have talked, like I said, I've even talked to a lot of older, like you said, even plumper women, because it's the personality, it's what's on the inside that counts now. I never used to think like that when I was younger. I think I was just horny a lot when I was younger, but now I'm older. I think I've really begun to appreciate people for who they are on the inside. It sounds kind of cliche, but it's true. You know, people will show you who they are, and as we get older, we have less friends and people we can trust. So if you weren't to be in my life, I'll get with an older woman, right?
Well, you do that.
I think she'd have to be white though, a white old lady.
I have no comment.
Well, we're about to end the show now, but the next episode is going to be a surprise for everybody, and we hope you enjoy the show. Hit me up soon. I don't have my podcast address or anything yet, but stay tuned for episode 3. Stay tuned. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.
Take care. Come on, man. You can't.
Did you hear that?
Stink.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
All right, we're ending because no farting is nasty.
We'll get back to doing some advertising.
Mess, family mess.